The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
8:11, it's the WSJM Morning Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Ken Lundberg, it's March 11th, Tuesday, and because it's Tuesday, we have special guests in the studio at this time, and our first is Zach East. He's the Director of Sustainability at the United Way of Southwest Michigan.
I'm special?
You are special in so many ways, Zach.
Thanks.
No, it's great to have you in here, and would you give us an update, please?
I would love to if I can get my computer to work. This place is this studio is cursed.
Would you like me to delay? You want me to?
No, it's fine.
Do a tap dance here?
I just have like 80 tabs that suddenly opened because I clicked on Google Chrome once.
With a whole bunch of tabs open? I can't imagine.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, you don't need to see either work computer I have because it is usually full of, I got to save that. I got to remember that. I got to leave that tab open.
One of the things that we're going to ask you for an update on is DPIL, the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Yeah. So over the last week since we've kind of launched our March Reading Month initiative here with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which is hosted regionally here by United Way of Southwest Michigan, covering Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties. We've had, I would say, a pretty darn good outpouring of support from the community. So we definitely thank the folks who have gotten involved here because we've had thousands of dollars come in.
That's great.
Since the 1st of March, which I believe was last Saturday. So a big thank you to everybody. In fact, you can, of course, still go to uwsm.org. There's a banner at the top that you can click through to. And we actually have a little thermometer there with where our goal is. We're just about at $3,000. There's a whole scrolling list of people who have donated as well.
Okay.
And when they click through there, there's a little story about what United Way and Dolly Parton's Imagination Library does for those who don't quite remember, but basically it's helping us cover the local cost of $35 per child per year to receive 12 books in the mail for 5 years. Yeah. So that's a lot of math. If you think through it, it's a couple $100 for just one kid for those 5 years.
Yeah.
But it's a great cost because, of course, if you consider the dollar amount of just going and buying a few children's books, it's definitely more than $35 for an entire year, even if you bought just 2.
Yeah.
So here we are getting 12 thanks to the setup that the Dollywood Foundation has put together with all these publishers and different child's book titles and things that allow us to get these books at such a reduced cost and make sure they get mailed directly to students so they don't have to go anywhere to pick them up.
And there's no charge to the families that receive them.
Right. And one of the other things I think I'd like to probably clear up a little bit too, because it is a little bit confusing, is we want to make sure that this program is free to Southwest Michigan residents. The Dollywood Foundation does not allow us to charge directly for the program for people who want to be involved. So even if you came to us and said, I got a fistful of money, I want my kids to be involved in it right now, I want them to sign up, we can't do that. That's against the rules of the program. What we have to do as a regional anchor organization is to provide that free open door for anybody who wants it. And that's what we want to do, but we've got, of course, this funding gap that we're trying to close. And thankfully, since we've talked last week, we've had other foundations come to us willing to help. We've had other, of course, larger, individual donors who have come to us willing to help. So big thank you to you for helping get the word out.
Of course.
Among many other partners throughout the community who are really stepping in here, including our friend Julie over at Z Eats in St. Joe, formerly Zoop.
Yes.
So Julie,
talk about the what is it? The chicken pot pie soup.
Oh,
back when I was still eating meat. Oh my goodness.
That's your favorite. That's your one.
Yeah.
So for those of us, the Ken and I in the room that are vegetarian, there's an Impossible lentil bean soup that it's really good if you haven't tried that. Yeah. So anyway, I will be there next week on Tuesday night for their Give Back Night that they're going to do specifically for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
Awesome.
Again, it'll be at the Z Eats, the Zoop location there. That's next Tuesday, 3 until 7 p.m. And they will donate 25% of the proceeds from your dinner if you mention United Way or Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
That's great.
Which I will be standing up at the counter to make sure that you do. I will whisper it in your ear if I need to, just to make sure that, of course, that happens.
You'll have one of those little signs that say this.
You're darn right I will. Anything to make sure that it happens. And a massive thank you to them, because not only do I know where I'm eating next Tuesday, which is nice, because I like making plans for dinner as much as possible. So I've already got that filled, but it's also, of course, for a great cause. But it allows us to also get out in the community as a United Way organization and make sure that we're answering the questions we need to for the community about what it is that we do, not just for programs like this, but lots of other things that we do.
So for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, if you want to donate, there are a number of ways, but if you want to fill your belly at the same time, fill your tummy with some good soup, go to Z Eats next Tuesday, starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just say United Way sent you, and they'll give 25% of their proceeds to the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Yes, and if you're one of those people who says, well, wait a minute, it's going to be warmer next week, I don't want to eat soup, that's fine. They have salads and sandwiches and grain bowls, and even if you just stop by and get an iced tea or something like that, and of course mention United Way, it still helps. So.
If you can't make it to that, what are some of the other ways that they can donate?
They can simply go to uwsm.org and click that banner at the top. If you're not necessarily inclined to go surfing through websites, that's fine. You can use your text messages. You can just text the word give and the number 2 DPIL and send that to the number 41444.
Okay.
So
and if you have
2 DPIL 41444.
And if you have any questions about that, you can reach Zach by going through the website, Southwest Michigan United Way of Southwest Michigan.
Absolutely. UWSM.org is the website.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Zach, for the update. We appreciate it. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll be talking with Kristen Box, Superintendent of St. Joseph Public Schools. That's coming up next right here on the WSJM Morning Show.